Welcome to our deep dive into the world of ladybugs. These small, often brightly colored beetles, known scientifically as Coccinellidae, are familiar figures in gardens and wild spaces across the globe. But beyond their charming appearance, there lies a complex and fascinating existence, a life lived at a scale we seldom pause to consider. They are more than just pretty spots and vibrant hues, they are intricate biological machines, playing vital roles in the delicate balance of their ecosystems. From the moment they emerge as tiny larvae, their lives are a testament to nature's ingenuity and resilience, a story of survival, predation, and unexpected contributions. Today, we'll uncover 8 fascinating facts about their life cycle, habitat, and whether they are pest controllers or pollinators. We shall journey through their miniature world, observing the challenges they face and the remarkable adaptations that allow them to thrive. We will explore their transformation from almost alien-like larvae to the familiar domed adults, delve into their dietary preferences, and examine their crucial impact on agriculture and natural environments. It is a journey that reveals how even the smallest of creatures can possess an astonishing complexity and hold a significant place in the tapestry of life that surrounds us. Prepare to look closer than ever before at these tiny titans. We will investigate the diverse landscapes they call home, from the lush foliage of a temperate garden to the wilder, untamed corners of the natural world. We'll see them not just as passive inhabitants, but as active participants, shaping their surroundings in subtle yet significant ways. So join me, Daniel, as we peel back the layers of understanding and appreciate the often overlooked yet truly remarkable world of the ladybug, a creature that exemplifies nature's artistry and efficiency in one small, spotted package. The life of a ladybug begins as a tiny, often yellow or orange spindle-shaped egg, usually laid in clusters on the underside of leaves, strategically placed near a future food source, such as an aphid colony. A single female can lay hundreds of eggs over several months, ensuring the continuation of her lineage. After a period of a few days to a week, depending on temperature and conditions, a minuscule larva hatches. This larval stage, looking nothing like the adult beetle, is a period of voracious feeding and rapid growth, with its elongated, somewhat reptilian appearance often adorned with spines or bristles. The larva is a highly efficient predator, consuming vast quantities of aphids and other soft-bodied insects. This feeding frenzy fuels its development through several instars, or molts, as it sheds its skin to accommodate its increasing size. After 2 to 4 weeks, having consumed perhaps hundreds of aphids, the larva prepares for its most dramatic transformation. It attaches itself to a leaf or stem and enters the pupal stage. Encased within a protective pupal skin, often resembling a smaller, more compact version of the larva, a profound reorganization occurs. Tissues are broken down and reformed, and over the course of 1 to 2 weeks, the creature within metamorphoses, emerging finally as the familiar domed adult ladybug, its hardened wing cases, the elytra, still soft and pale, but soon to harden and gain their characteristic vibrant colors and spots. Ladybugs, with their remarkable adaptability, are found in a vast array of terrestrial habitats across the globe, from the equator to subarctic regions. Their distribution is truly cosmopolitan, a testament to their resilience and the widespread availability of their primary food sources. You might encounter these charming beetles in your very own garden, diligently patrolling roses and vegetable patches for aphids. They are equally at home in agricultural fields where crops like alfalfa, cotton and soybeans can host substantial populations, making them valuable allies to farmers. Meadows, grasslands and prairies, with their abundance of flowering plants and associated insect life, also provide ideal conditions for many ladybug species. Beyond these more cultivated or open environments, ladybugs also inhabit forests and woodlands, from deciduous to coniferous. Here they can be found on trees, shrubs and herbaceous undergrowth, seeking out prey that infests these larger plants. Some species have even adapted to life at higher altitudes, colonizing mountainous regions where conditions can be significantly harsher. Their presence is primarily dictated by the availability of food and suitable sites for reproduction and overwintering. During colder months, many species seek shelter, sometimes forming large aggregations in protected locations like under tree bark, in leaf litter, or even within buildings, patiently waiting for the return of warmer weather and the resurgence of their prey. The diet of a ladybug is, for many species, overwhelmingly carnivorous, particularly during their larval and adult stages. The most renowned item on their menu is, of course, the aphid. A single ladybug larva can consume hundreds of aphids during its development, and an adult ladybug may devour several dozen in a single day, making them formidable biological control agents. Their keen senses allow them to locate aphid colonies where they methodically hunt down these small sap-sucking insects. They are not limited to aphids, however. Their predatory prowess extends to other soft-bodied pests such as scale insects, mealybugs, spider mites, and the eggs and larvae of various other insects, including some moths and beetles. While the larvae are almost exclusively predatory, the adult diet can be slightly more varied for some species. In times when their preferred insect prey is scarce, or to supplement their diet, certain adult ladybugs may turn to other food sources. They might consume pollen from various flowers, which provides a valuable source of protein and lipids. Some have also been observed feeding on nectar, a source of carbohydrates, or even honeydew, the sugary excretion produced by aphids themselves. This dietary flexibility can be crucial for survival, allowing them to persist in environments where prey populations fluctuate, ensuring they are present and ready when pest numbers begin to rise once more. This adaptability in feeding showcases another facet of their ecological success. Chapter 4. Nature's Tiny Guardians. Ladybugs as Pest Controllers. The role of ladybugs as natural pest controllers is perhaps their most celebrated contribution to both agricultural systems and home gardens. Their insatiable appetite for common garden and crop pests, especially aphids, makes them an invaluable asset in biological control programs. Instead of relying solely on chemical pesticides, which can have broad detrimental effects on non-target organisms and the environment, the introduction or encouragement of ladybug populations offers a more targeted and ecologically sound approach to pest management. Farmers and gardeners alike have long recognized their benefits, and in some cases, ladybugs are deliberately introduced into areas suffering from severe aphid infestations. The sheer scale of their predatory impact is astonishing. Consider that a single adult ladybug can consume upwards of 5,000 aphids in its lifetime. Multiply this by a thriving population, and their collective effect on pest numbers can be truly significant, often preventing outbreaks from reaching economically damaging levels. This natural service not only helps to protect crops and ornamental plants, but also reduces the need for human intervention with synthetic chemicals. By fostering environments that support ladybug populations, such as planting diverse flora that provides alternative food sources like pollen, and avoiding broad-spectrum insecticides, we can harness the power of these tiny warriors to maintain healthier, more balanced ecosystems. Chapter 5. Accidental Allies, Ladybugs and Pollination. While ladybugs are primarily celebrated for their predatory prowess, the question often arises, do they also contribute to pollination? The answer is nuanced. They are not primary pollinators in the way that bees, butterflies, or even certain flies are, which have evolved specific adaptations for collecting and transferring large amounts of pollen. Ladybugs lack the hairy bodies or specialized pollen-collecting structures that make these other insects so efficient at moving pollen between flowers. Their main interactions with flowers are often driven by the search for prey hiding amongst the petals, or, as previously mentioned, the occasional consumption of pollen or nectar as a supplementary food source. However, it is plausible that ladybugs can act as incidental or accidental pollinators. As they move from flower to flower, perhaps pursuing tiny insects or sampling pollen for a meal, they can inadvertently pick up pollen grains on their smooth bodies and legs. If they then visit another flower of the same species, some of this pollen may be transferred, contributing, albeit on a minor scale, to the plant's reproductive process. This contribution is likely to be very modest compared to dedicated pollinators, But in diverse ecosystems where every interaction can play a role, even such casual transport of pollen can be of some benefit to certain plant species, particularly those with open flower structures easily accessible to a crawling beetle. Ladybugs possess a fascinating array of unique behaviors and adaptations that contribute to their survival in a world fraught with danger. One of their most striking features is their bright coloration, often red or orange with black spots. This is not merely for show, it is a form of aposematism or warning coloration. These conspicuous colors signal to potential predators, such as birds or lizards, that the ladybug is unpalatable or even toxic. This visual warning often spares them from attack as predators learn to associate the bright patterns with an unpleasant experience, a vital defense mechanism for a relatively slow-moving insect. Another remarkable defensive strategy is reflex bleeding or autohemorrhaging. When threatened or roughly handled, a ladybug can exude droplets of its hemolymph, its insect blood, from its leg joints. This fluid contains alkaloid toxins which are bitter-tasting and often foul-smelling, further deterring predators. Furthermore, many ladybug species exhibit aggregation behavior, particularly when preparing for hibernation. They gather in large numbers, sometimes numbering in the thousands, in sheltered locations. This communal overwintering may offer protection from extreme cold and desiccation, and perhaps even a collective defense through a concentration of their warning signals and toxins, making the group less appealing to any disturbance. These adaptations showcase their sophisticated strategies for navigating the perils of their existence. The ecological role of ladybugs extends far beyond their aesthetic appeal or their direct benefit to human agriculture. Within their natural ecosystems, they are significant players, acting as crucial regulators of herbivorous insect populations. By preying on aphids, scale insects, and mites, they help to maintain the health and vigor of plant communities. This predation prevents certain insect species from becoming overly dominant, which could otherwise lead to severe damage to host plants, impacting plant diversity and the overall structure of the habitat. Their presence contributes to a more balanced food web where the populations of plant eaters are kept in check naturally. Furthermore, ladybugs themselves form an important part of the diet for a variety of other creatures. Despite their chemical defenses, they are preyed upon by certain birds, spiders, larger predatory insects, and even some fungi. In this way, they transfer energy up the food chain from the plant-sucking insects they consume to higher trophic levels. Their larvae, pupae, and eggs are also vulnerable, providing sustenance for a range of opportunistic feeders. Thus, ladybugs are not isolated entities, but are deeply integrated into the complex network of interactions that define an ecosystem, influencing plant health, regulating insect populations, and serving as a food source, thereby contributing to the overall stability and biodiversity of their environment. One of the most common misconceptions about ladybugs concerns their distinctive spots. Many people believe that the number of spots on a ladybug's elytra, or wing covers, indicates its age, a charming but entirely inaccurate notion. In reality, the number of spots, their size and their pattern, are determined by the ladybug species and its genetics. An adult ladybug emerges from its pupal case with its full complement of spots already established, although they may take a short while to become fully pigmented and visible. This pattern remains unchanged throughout its adult life, which typically lasts for about a year or sometimes longer if conditions are favorable. The name ladybug itself, or ladybird as it's known in many parts of the world, has a fascinating origin steeped in history and folklore. During the Middle Ages in Europe, crops were often devastated by swarms of aphids and other pests. According to legend, farmers prayed to the Virgin Mary for assistance. Soon after, large numbers of these helpful beetles appeared, devouring the pests and saving the crops. In gratitude, they were named Our Lady's beetles, or ladybirds, associating them with the benevolence of the Virgin Mary. This historical connection underscores the long-standing recognition of their beneficial nature, a tiny creature whose impact has been appreciated by humankind for centuries, even before the intricacies of its biology were fully understood. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of ladybugs. We have seen that these seemingly simple beetles lead lives of remarkable complexity and play roles of significant ecological importance. From their dramatic metamorphosis, transforming from a voracious larva into the familiar spotted adult, to their crucial function as nature's pest controllers, ladybugs are truly tiny warriors deserving of our admiration and protection. Their vibrant colors warn predators, their varied habitats showcase their adaptability, and their very existence contributes to the health of the ecosystems they inhabit, reminding us that every creature, no matter how small, has a part to play. The intricate details of their diet, their unique survival behaviors like reflex bleeding, and even the folklore surrounding their name all paint a picture of a creature far more fascinating than a mere garden ornament. They are a testament to the delicate balance of nature, where predator and prey interactions shape the landscape and where even the most diminutive of beings can have a profound impact. Understanding these connections helps us appreciate the interconnectedness of all life and the importance of conserving biodiversity in all its forms, from the largest mammals to the smallest insects. We hope this exploration has given you a new appreciation for these delightful beetles. The natural world is full of such wonders, often hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating nature facts. Until next time, keep observing the incredible world around you and remember the mighty contributions of creatures like the ladybug, nature's tiny spotted guardians.